started dating around third week of winter term.
God's love to me is the ultimate form of love.
The sense that you need that person in your life and you can't picture yourself without them.
If you're talking about how are we different, I would say that like I'm a morning person but he's not, and so sometimes timing gets a little bit like tricky in that part.
Yeah, she's very prompt in responding to people if they like send her an email or something, whereas I kind of am last minute in everything that I do. Someone who's completely honest with me, and I definitely see that in Deborah. She and I can have discussions together, and there isn't really a topic that we shy away from. At least we try not to.
I would like someone who is very strong in their faith, and also someone who has the same values that I do. Just because I think that's what makes up the core of the person, and it's very important for both partners to share the same values. And also someone who is fun-loving, but who knows when to be serious as well, and I see that in the entry.
I think for me one of the main things is being able to manage your time, because you have like your group of friends that you want to hang out with, but you also want to spend some time alone with your girlfriend.
So time management, I think it's a challenge trying to find a balance, like Dan said, between still putting all that you can into your studies and quality time with your friends, but also being able to find quality time with, your partner. I feel like when we're together, just the two of us, we talk a lot.
Soon we'll play basketball together as well.
Badminton.
Or basketball.
Prefer badminton.
Okay. Another thing we like to do is watch YouTube clips of people singing different songs, or sometimes doing karaoke and singing together. I can't believe you've never seen the movie though.
I've seen it. I saw it with Spring Break.
Oh, with Sarah?
I saw it by myself.
Why would you? That's a...
Or...
Even though my voice is terrible, she's a lot better.
It's not terrible.
No, it's terrible.
It's not terrible.
Oh, that's easy. I knew that I was attracted to Deborah when I first heard her sing a song at the Hill of Three Oaks.
Smile?
My sense of humor.
This is really weird, but it could have been his height.
I know she's crazy for Singaporean food.
I love chocolate.
I really like Indian food.
Pretty sure he likes Indian food.
Her planner. She's just very organized, and I think her schedule would be like an important thing for her to have with her.
I bring my cell phone.
A computer, assuming that I have wireless.
I feel like it'll be his cell phone.
Wonder Woman?
Hero from Heroes.
I would choose Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
I think it's kissing.
I love hugs.
I like kissing too, I won't deny that.
Holding hands or kissing.
Nearly 2 years. God is love, and I think one of the best definitions of one of the best working definitions of how I find love is just looking at the model of how God loves his people.
I feel like I would define love as covenantal kindness. Some different levels of tension in conversations in the past about, like, who's worshiping God better and who's leading the relationship.
We share a slight competitive nature that tends to exacerbate these things at times.
Something that I struggled with is, as a single person, I was really good at channeling my emotions and dealing with whatever I need to deal with by myself, just with journaling or praying or whatever. But now, because Max is such an extrovert and Max has become so much a part of me in the way that I think, I really need to talk things out with someone, preferably with Max, before I really feel like I've emotionally processed things. So that's been a big change.
I think one of the other things that I have had to transition with is just having someone else on my radar all the time, and really just always knowing where you are in just around my day. And at first it was just kind of like, oh, I have this girlfriend. Where is she? It's like, so she's going to Layton, and I'm going to Laird from the music hall.
We could meet each other.
We could cross right there. If I hurry, I bet I can catch her. In fact, if I hurry, I bet I can go to sales, get a cup of coffee, and stand there on the corner like I'd been waiting there all day.
Oh.
And she'll make me look like, she'll look,
happened before.
what a dork. And then it's embarrassing because she'll be like walking there, she'll see me, and she goes, public. And she sheepishly walks up, and there, of course, is some other friend who's just standing there with these big eyes looking at her and going like, uh-huh, he did do that, didn't he? That's, oh.
No, what they say is, Caitlin, that's disgusting.
Yeah, that's usually
You and your
what happens.
boyfriend.
Forever ago is that when we had just begun dating, Caitlin said, we were hanging out once, and Caitlin said to me, just kind of out of the blue, like, Max, I don't feel like you're a very good spiritual leader in our relationship. And I just kind of looked at her and was like, what's that? It was just this really awkward, hard moment, and then finally we came back and talked about it, and I was like, I think that I am being a good leader, just not in the way you want me to. But just for a couple days I was like, oh no, I'm a failure as a boyfriend. We got over it.
I'm sorry. Again? Last summer, Max needed to put all of his stuff into storage, and I was living in an off-campus house for the summer, and I was allowed to put my stuff in the garage, and so Max assumed, without asking me, if he could put his stuff where my stuff was supposed to be in my garage, which was technically illegal.
Not to mention the fact that I'd be off campus fall term.
Right. So Max sort of dumped 4 or 5 duffel bags on my doorstep and said, Caitlin, you can deal with these, right? And I said, what? I don't, you're using me. You're taking advantage of me, and I don't like it. And I was frustrated with your lack of foresight and irresponsibility, I think I called it at the time. But what I should have done was offer to help you with your bags before you even needed, because I knew you didn't have a place to put them.
There's ballroom dancing and square dancing, dancing. More dancing, contra, not so much sales dance. Love mornings at Blue Mondays, cooking and drinking and many good things. Are these still some of our favorite things?
They are. The activities we do together include dancing, we also cook together.
Maybe. It seems a little bit earthy. A little too much like horse poop for me.
And we study together quite a bit.
Yes. We are definitely students together.
Yeah.
Saturday mornings we're down at Blue Mondays, doing homework together just about every week. Marshmallow.
I would take a gumball, actually.
Marshmallow.
Oh, the marshmallow.
Italy.
Italy.
It's probably Lake Powell.
Lake Powell.
She likes a kiss.
I would say kissing, but not in public.
I think I really like a hug.
I think just being close and holding hands.
Talk. She'd be getting along just fine. No one else would have to talk to her. Or she wouldn't have to talk to anyone else.
Unable to walk, because Max is an extrovert and draws his energy from other people and is a socialite.